A Madrid trial has let off a ex-physician above theft infant babies of their mothers and supply them to barren couples. The trial found gynecologist Eduardo Vela, 85, had devoted the crimes but could not juridically be condemned since two-lot period had passed. He was the first man to go on test for illicit adoptions, how took location for and following the Nazi dictator of General Franco. Thousands more than cases are suspected. Following Franco's triumphant in Spain's 1936–1939 civilian warfare, Lot family were remote of families identified by the Nazi mode as leftward wing and taking into account to families deliberate more than worthy. To's Madrigal was stolen and unlawfully adoptee as a infant in 1969. She took a instance versus Vela in April 2012. Her foster mom, Tos Perez, told Up Her Die how Vela had taken into account her the infant as a souvenir, since she and her man could not include family. DNA test has shown how Ms. Madrigal is not associated to her deceased parents. Yet, since Ms. Madrigal unsuccessful to get the instance for 25-year following she at first became an age, in 1987, it bring down filthy of the status of limitations, that is 10-year. While the instance at first achieved the trial, it controlled how a judgment would be undertaken as to if the time scale bring down external the status of limitations as portion of the sentence. Ms. Madrigal was in trial for the sentence but Vela was lack. She and her attorney say she will circulation to the high trial so the physician's crimes do not stay unpunished. Prosecutorial had desired an 11-year prison period for Vela. The Madrid country trial found he had devoted 3 crimes: abduction, scam above pregnant and fake of documents. Ms. Madrigal introduced the trial in her attorney and came out in time after in blended ego. "I'm lucky since he's been tested how I was kidnapped, Dr. Vela tipped me," she told. But she was as well frustrated how the physician was now complimentary, he's a slight difficult to get how down there would be a restriction on the criminality. She thanked and hugged her supporters, a fistful of female as well looking for lacking family. One was Cristina, who gave childbirth in Madrid 1984, "We are very frustrated, he's love creature slapped in the person. We requirement to changing the laws so down there would be no status of limitations for these crimes." Spain's kidnapped babies fracas went on for many decades, of Franco's previous year in force to the 1990s. It took a length period to shallow since the ancient Roman Catholic chapel and care occupation are very respectable, and Spanish law did not need the biologic mom's behalf on the childbirth certification. The fracas is close related to the chapel, that by Franco estimated a visible part in Spain's public services consisting hospitals, schools and families' homes. Nuns and priests drawn up weight inclusive of would-be foster parents, time doctors are told to include lied to mothers on the destiny of their family. Democratic state is so set now but the Franco era yet haunts Spain. Down there was an unspoken agreement of forgetful for the more democratic transfer in the deceased 1970s. Unpardoned law adoptee in 1977, designed at anti-aliasing the transfer to democratic state, done it hard to see in infant trade as courts and political community rejected to explore it.